just remembering how it sucks to steer this thing. Yeah, these trucks had the independent front axle, and I'm sure you could probably replace every single bushing in the front end and get it to steer a little bit better, but on loose gravel, oh my god. We're probably at least gonna try to sell this truck. I know everyone gets so butthurt online. I don't know why that's such a big deal. If it can go to a home where somebody actually, you know, takes care of it and uses it, and it's not just sitting out in a field, you know, rotting away, I'd rather have that. We had a whole bunch of stuff go wrong. The biggest one was the rear main gave out, and so it doesn't have a crate motor, which we thought he was going to put in a crate motor. It has a reman motor, and we got the reman motor, and it had a bad lifter. So that and a whole bunch of other things. I think we're already put in a radiator, heater core, alternator. Just, you know, there's a lot more stuff other than that, but you get to a certain point where you need your truck to be dependable and reliable, and it's nicer to have something better, you know. And this thing, it's not like a pristine show truck. It hit a deer going 70. That's why the bumper is caved in. It got T-boned by a combine. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, that's nice. Road graders. There's a whole bunch of things that come with owning it, just an older truck, that I don't think people understand. Like, it takes so much to keep these things alive, which we've been doing a lot of that. And still the brakes are kind of iffy now, you know. And if we're gonna be using it, then sure, but I already have an 83 F-250, you know, and it's not like this truck. I would rather have an F-250, F-350. That's my desired thing. But no, this truck has been super loyal. It always starts right up. I mean, when it's cold out, you're gonna have to pump the crap out of the carburetor, but no, it's been a super good truck. Yeah, I think one of the last straws is the tailgate. That thing broke, that plastic little tab that holds it, and just a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like, we couldn't even open the tailgate and the glove box. There's just a whole bunch of stuff like that, and you got to put up with it for so many, like 30 years of putting up with that stuff. You kind of get tired, and you're like, let's go buy a Chevy, you know. But it was leaking out of the rear main, and then I forgot what they did. I don't know, they put silicone or something, but obviously it didn't work, and I was on the highway and I heard it knocking. I was like, oh boy. I'm just gonna pull over at the gas station, put as much oil in it as I can, and I pull over into the pumps, and this guy's like, hey buddy, you got a leak there. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I just look, and I see this snail trail coming off the highway into the pumps, and there's just the biggest freaking puddle sitting underneath the truck. Like, it already leaked out all the oil in like 30 seconds. So I just put, like, there was already damage before that, I'm sure, because it got ran low on oil. But it still started up great. That motor probably would have sent it anyways, the 351. If this thing was like in pristine, I mean, it isn't. That's the thing, is it is in really good shape compared to every other one of these trucks, where it has rust all over the body. It has rust holes. It has, you know, it's just completely clapped out. This thing is pretty mint. So we're gonna ask, you know, more than it's worth realistically, because that's what the market is. You got like a mostly rust-free square body, well, shit, listed for like 10 grand, I guess. That's what everyone is doing. But you can still get some trucks for a good deal, and it's 4-wheel drive. Locking the hubs on this thing it sucks. That's why our 87, it had auto locking hubs, and it went out and they didn't have the parts to replace it, so now it's manual, but it still works a lot better than this truck. Like, it still is a really good truck, really nice looking truck. When you need to get your job done, you need equipment that works and isn't at the shop all the time. And you can't have 80 million trucks. Like, it might have to sit outside or take up space somewhere else. So we'll see what happens. If we don't get the price we want, then we'll keep it. Honestly, if the motor went out later on, I would have liked to put like a Deutsch diesel or some swap like that, because another big thing is that we got probably average like 12 mile per gallon, and we're using this thing to drive all day long, you know, every day in the summer. But no, this is the first thing I learned to drive on, and I was like, does every car steer this bad? No. But no, I'll always have fond memories of this thing with the windows down every day. And we've been renting this shop out for a really long time, probably over a decade now. So we finally have access to it, and yeah, that not great. So we'll need to clean all that out. I don't know if there's asbestos, but I would like to turn this into a shop where I could bring vehicles in and work on them. Just another shop instead of having dirt floor shops and stuff, and the one at home is always full of stuff. So we're gonna stick these got chemicals. I got a farming channel and this channel, and kind of crossing over both, but Jesus, calm down back there. But I'm gonna focus this channel more on truck or vehicle oriented stuff like that, mechanical stuff, and goofing around with the boys still.